Alright, we're going to talk about how to dry your designs. So one of my first drying methods was actually using a candle burner, and with the candle alight it gave me enough heat on the surface there in which to dry my clay. That was great when I first started, so inexpensive. The next inexpensive section was just to start drying this. Some of my designs I did with a hairdryer. It was just a old second-hand one, which was great for when I started. You can actually take out your pieces and just literally sit them out in the sun. So sun is free, so you can use that method. But if you want to start using something a little bit more faster, getting it dried faster, dehydrator are great for this. Alright, so the dehydrator, in which we use to dry fruit and some vegetables through that, have all different layers. I have literally only used the 2 layers. This one's great for small pieces, so the mesh in here is thinner, and for my larger pieces I'll sit there. So basically all I will do is, I want to dry these on here, I will just sit them in there, turn it on, put the lid on, and that's pretty much all I will do. So, and then the next layer down, I'll just sit that one aside and we'll come back to that in a second. So the ones that I had on my mat, again I would just lay my mat straight down with my designs on it like that. I've got some of the bezels, the veils that we did, and I can again set them in there and dry them completely off. In actual fact, because they've been sitting air drying, which is just sitting on my bench overnight, I'm being very careful here just to gently slide that off. You could start to already heat it, but it probably will not be completely dry all the way into the center. So allowing that to have a good airflow will let you, and the same with this here. It's stiff, quite stiff on the outside, but it'll be a tiny bit of moisture on the inside. And this one, I might actually leave it in here for a little longer and dry the inside of that before I move it, because I've got all those little rings. This one shall move easier. So, and I'll put this back on. So my second layer, put my lid on, set it up, and we're off and running. This runs at up to 70 Celsius, and which is great for most clays. Some of the clays that you can, some of the ways of drying, they use a heat mug. I find those hot mug heat a little bit too hot, and tends to stress out the clays a little bit, but it's not saying that you can't use it. You just got to keep an eye on them. So I'm just going to set them aside right now and dry those designs off. And this is one of the quickest methods all around. You can get them on sale at different times, and but there's different types, so have a look around. You might actually be able to pick up one second hand. I'm a big fan of second hands, and yeah, help reuse stuff that's going to the dump. And no, it's a great way to dry your designs.